Good morning. I'm Chuck Lofton. Welcome to our WTHR special report this morning, where we're going to talk about breaking traffic news and also the latest on Hurricane Idalia. Hope you're having a good day. These folks are not. This is I-65 southbound near the Lebanon Rest Park, and for the better part of a half an hour, this traffic has been stopped. You can see nobody's moving there. Got a truck fire, and just when it looks like they're getting ready to move it, this thing catches fire again. So it's going to be a while. If you have loved ones who are headed to work from Lebanon, headed down to Indianapolis, that may be where they are. You'll want to avoid this at all costs, probably for the next hour or so. All right, let's talk about weather. We have a beautiful day here, but look at all the cloud cover and rain falling at a closed Tampa airport. It's 60 here, it's 83 there, but more importantly, they're being affected by the southern end of Hurricane Idalia. Now, if you were with us on Sunrise earlier this morning, we were telling you that this was a Category 4 hurricane. Right as it was getting ready to reach landfall, it downgraded a bit, but a Category 3 is still a very strong storm. It is moving northeast, and the biggest threats associated with this storm, flooding, heavy rain, and then of course the storm surge. So let's show you the latest on this storm now inland into the panhandle of Florida. It's in that Big Bend area that many of you are familiar with. There are a lot of aquatic reserves there. There's a lot of parkland. There's even a national park, Apalachicola, right over here. But we're seeing the effects of that storm with some very heavy rain. In fact, the rain being sucked out of the Gulf. Remember, this is just an area of low pressure that's real deep. So it's drawing this water pump through Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville, and then, of course, the strongest situation here. So as of 8 o'clock, still a Category 3 on land now near Perry at 120 miles per hour. And the thing about this is it is going to maintain its hurricane characteristics for some time. At 2 p.m., we're still looking for this to be 100 miles per hour as it moves into Brunswick. So all these folks on 95 and 75 are going to be driving into this mess. And these hurricane warnings extend very far north. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, this will move quickly, but still have tropical storm characteristics as it moves into Charleston. This is quite a storm with very heavy rain, storm surge, of course, a lot of power outages and flooding throughout what may prove to be a historic storm for that part of Florida. We're expecting real heavy rains. These are the latest computer model rain amounts, anywhere from 8 inches to, you can see on our legend here, 15 inches of rain. That in and of itself is a major storm to cause that kind of flooding. And you're talking about a space of about 1,000 miles here where this hurricane is going to track. Now, the biggest problem with these storms is always storm surge. That's the most dangerous. That's what kills people. Up to 6-foot storm surges from Tampa to Sarasota. But this is the area now. Already places like Crystal River are basically underwater. Cedar Key as well. A 12 to 16-foot flood stage or storm surge can go over the top of a house. And that's what we're already seeing now in this part of Florida, thus these dangerous storm surges. And those stretch really all the way to the Alabama line south of Dothan. And you'll also notice the storm surge up to 6 feet around Savannah later tonight. These high winds, anywhere between 120 and 100 miles per hour, will be today through tonight from where this thing has now reached land through Valdosta, Georgia, all the way into downtown Savannah. This is a really horrible storm, actually, in its intensity. Here are the hurricane watches and warnings. You've got these tropical storm watches from basically New Bern, just south of Richmond, all the way to Jacksonville and along the east coast, the Atlantic coast. But these hurricane warnings remain in effect all the way to Savannah. And I haven't seen anything like this in many, many years. And it's very rare to see anything of this caliber go up by Tallahassee. That just usually does not happen. So let's talk about us now. We're at 60 degrees here at 8:05 officially in Indianapolis, 57 in Carmel, 57 in Fishers. And we're going to have a beautiful day today. The Huggy meter way low. So our temperatures are going to be unseasonably cool, not just today, but tomorrow. 64 by 11 a.m., only 74 for a high today as the kids are coming home from school. So this is going to be very much a day like mid to late September. And we want to thank this high pressure. It's giving us this refreshing breeze. It's also keeping any of the remnants from the hurricane from moving in our direction. So watch this high. It will continue to move off to the east. That gives us great weather today and then also tomorrow. And then as we move on into the weekend, it starts to warm up and it's going to be very uncomfortable around here. But 74 today, 76 tomorrow. Friday, 82. As we move into the weekend, notice at those temperatures just how warm it's going to be. And again, I want to show you again that I-65 near 65, or pardon me, near Lebanon Rest Park still shut down. These are the southbound lanes. And with us having a beautiful day and Florida having a bad one, again, let's just update you on this. If you just joined us, Category 3 hurricane, that's Idalia, moving to the northeast. There's the center of the storm now on land and chugging towards the Georgia line with a series of tornado watches. And also, here's the latest update then. 8 a.m., 120 mile per hour sustained winds, a Category 3 hurricane. This will still be a hurricane as it moves into Georgia by tonight. Well, you can follow us at WTHR.com. We'll update the Facebook pages with some updates as well. And then Sean Ash will have the latest for you today on 13 News at noon. I'm Chuck Lofton. Thanks for watching, and keep in touch at WTHR.com for the latest news on Hurricane Idalia.